YouTube, what's going on, man? It's your boy Black House Booking here with another video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. I promise you will not be disappointed. We will be hitting 700 videos by the end of this month, and I am putting them in playlists for you guys to be able to navigate the channel a little bit better. Also, if you're old to the channel, you already know what's going on. You know the vibes. Y'all know that we value everyone's opinion here on this channel, and we can share our opinions respectfully without calling each other idiots and marks. But we know that's not how the IWC works. But anyway, man, I really wanted to talk about this topic today. It's something that's been weighing heavy on my mind for some time now, and I just wanted to get off my chest. First things first, I like Jade Cargill. I'm not gonna lie, I think she gets a little too much hate for certain things, that the community tries to put on her. Is she the greatest wrestler ever? No. Are there women who are better than her but aren't in good positions? Absolutely. But this is the business. This is how things goes, man. She got the body, she got the aura, she got the character. She is marketable, and I think Jade Cargill, for all its worth, is not as quote unquote bad as a lot of y'all think, in my opinion. Can she get better? Absolutely. Should she be better by now? Absolutely. But I'm just gonna get into certain things. But so first things first, right? So the Jade Cargill situation in WWE has been puzzling me for some time now. I'm one of the people that said she should have started off in NXT, going crazy while developing, having the performance center right at her disposal, at her disposal, so she can go hard every single day. She probably doing that right now with her off time with her kayfabe injury, but at the end of the day, I think Jade Cargill would have benefited more for being in NXT, and I wanted to point this out in particular. I'm a black man. It's kind of obvious. I'm a man and I'm black. She's a woman. She's black. So it might not even be my place to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. And whoever comments, if you're not black, you're not a woman, whatever, you need to share your opinion as well, because we can all have opinions just because we're not, a certain thing. Just because I'm not a WWE wrestler or wrestler doesn't mean I can't talk about it. So with that being said, I don't like how they've presented not just Jade Cargill. Obviously, I talked about the stereotypes with black individuals. With the guys, it's the chains and the shades and the slang. With the women, with the black women, it's being sassy and being, no, she didn't, I'm tired of that shit. And I just wanted to point out this clip really quickly before I really get into like what I think should have happened with Jade Cargill and what they really can do, but they're not going to do because they're lazy, in my opinion. So let me just let this play for a second. Shout out to Sheamus. I love Celtic Warrior. I do go to the gym. I am into fitness, and Sheamus is one of the guys who I get a lot of my fitness techniques from because he has so many wrestlers on here. If you haven't seen the Austin Theory episode, that's one of my favorite workouts. So let's just listen for a second. All the way up. Cool. Let's go.
Two-time tag champ already.
Two-time.
You're a child psychologist. You're a ma, as we talked about. You're a former college basketball player when you played overseas as well, Le Havre, I believe it was.
Yes.
Yeah, France. And then, of course, you own a softball team in Austin, Texas.
Yes, the Texas Smoke out of Austin, Texas, guys.
How did you get any hours during the day to do anything?
I don't know, how do we even do
I just want
it?
y'all to see that, and I'm gonna stop sharing as well. So I just wanted y'all to see that, right? Do y'all see how she's talking to Sheamus? Do y'all see all the accomplishments I'm so flabbergasted. Sorry, y'all, that Sheamus has listed off for Jade Cargill. You remember when Bianca Belair debuted on the main roster and they had the vignettes of the EST? Basically, she's the fastest, the strongest. They had videos of her like running track and beating other people. They had videos of her lifting heavy things. She lifted Otis, did obstacle courses, all this type of things. I genuinely think that Jade Cargill should have debuted at NXT and had something like that going on for her. Now, obviously, people would be like, well, that's basically just doing the same thing and copying. Well, no, not really. Because with Jade Cargill, it's actually a little bit different. You heard all those accomplishments. You could still play on that like you did with Bianca Belair on the main roster, but that better suits NXT. NXT is built for stuff like that. Like, that is a good story to build Jade Cargill as a character. And then you don't have to debut her as a heel. Stuff like that her hard work, her perseverance, how she, played professional sports. She did all that in NXT. That works well because a lot of them were former athletes. Jada Parker played soccer. Oba Femi went to Alabama. Lola Weiss, MMA. Jade Cargill would have fit right into there, and then she could have built her resume, her profile up. And whatever mistakes or whatever the case may be, she made at NXT, it wouldn't have been as magnified as it is on the main roster. And not only that, she would have brought even more ratings to NXT. Now, NXT is doing great in my opinion. Best women's division. They're trying to fix things with the men's tag, and Trick Williams is trying to get better opponents for him. Overall, though, still an enjoyable show for me to watch. But I genuinely think Jade Cargill would have benefited from debuting in NXT first and having that type of rollout, like I just said. I'm telling you, because at the end of the day, every gimmick is recycled, every character is recycled. It's very difficult to come up with a new character, a new way to debut somebody, a new way to do things. This is wrestling, but we're doing the same things over and over and over, but we just have new individuals to take that spot and try to put their spin on it a little bit. Jade Cargill for sure could have put her own spin on that. I really think that this would have worked, guys. And like I said, back to how she talks and stuff like that. This is an intelligent woman, educated woman, such as well as Bianca Belair. And I understand when you're on TV, you have to play a character, you're playing an exaggerated version of something in order to, entertain and things like that. But I do think another missed opportunity, because you see how Bianca Belair is a role model to little girls and things like that. Obviously, little girls are taking kind to Jade Cargill as well. But imagine a little girl, seeing Jade Cargill in NXT saying, Jake, this woman, I'm one of the best women ever. I'm one of the, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm educated. I own my own team, my own softball team. Not only that, I've been working, I've been grinding since I was in high school. I played professional sports, and now I'm gonna be one of the best to ever do it in WWE NXT. Blah blah blah, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I just wish they, because at the end of the day, like y'all said, I'm gonna say this to y'all. Well, how you gonna police people being themselves? This is what you guys told me on my stereotypes video about black wrestlers. How you gonna be mad because people want to be themselves on TV? On TV, that's not themselves. That's not themselves. You just heard how Jade Cargill was talking to Sheamus, and she listened to her accomplishments and things like that. That's who Jade Cargill is. The person that she is on TV, going back and forth with Carmelo Hayes backstage and stuff, and all the sassiness and all that, that's not her. She can still be a physically imposing character, but to implement these things, that because y'all can't be hypocrites about this. If you're gonna get on me and get mad at me for talking about stuff like that, then y'all can't be hypocrites because y'all said she need to be herself. Well, that is her. Obviously, you can still be educated, still talk with slang and this and that, still wear the chains and shades. I mean, I do that. But at the end of the day, this is a business and we're talking about marketability, right? It's easy to be marketable, to be the sassy black woman trope. That's easy. That's why they got sexy red on television two, three times, hosting a PLE. They got Cardi B doing this. They got Meg Thee Stallion doing this. We could switch it up though. That's all I'm saying. End of the day, man, I'm proud to be who I am. I'm proud of where I come from. I got my woman is black. My mother is black. My aunts, my cousins, family, sisters, everybody. But at the end of the day, there are different ways to represent a culture. You can still be hip hop and all that, but you know what I'm saying, you can list your accomplishments of how educated you were and how the perseverance it took to work out to go this hard and stuff like that. Imagine Jade Cargill at NXT doing a segment, similar to Bianca Belair's, where she did the thing where she lifted Otis, but imagine, they love doing stuff in the NXT locker room. You just NXT locker room, see Jade Cargill working hard. She give a promo about how she put in the work and she does this. Then she goes out there and just squashes somebody. And you see how I just be her? That's because I work hard. I'm the hardest working. And now I'm about to go look at my business portfolio because I got businesses to run as well. Imagine that type of character for Jade Cargill. Whereas, yes, I love the Storm thing. I love the entrance thing. I love the entrance. I love the music. I love her presentation on the main roster. But there's so much more you can add to her, because once her and Bianca Belair do split up, what is she going to be? What are you going to do to differentiate them? They're different for sure, obviously. Bianca Belair has a whole history of what she's done and what she's accomplished. But as they're together, you can kind of see them starting to blend in with one another. And I don't know what they're gonna do with Jade Cargill. Are you gonna just leave her the same? Is she not gonna have any talking points about herself that could elevate her to the next level? And I'll say this about the Jade Cargill situation as well. I genuinely believe this. I don't know if it had anything to do with her, wanting to spend time with her family. She has a kid. I don't know if it has anything to do with what I was gonna say. I don't know if anything to do with she was really injured. I think all that is not necessarily true. I genuinely think they took her out of the War Games match because they didn't think that she could hack it. They didn't think that she would do a good job in War Games. And come to find out, a lot of them didn't do a good job in War Games at the beginning of the match. I don't care what you say. Go back, watch the beginning of the match. It was hella sloppy and it was bad. And I love all those women in the match. I'm a fan of every woman in that match. Yes, I like Candice LeRae a lot. I like Nia Jax a lot. One of the most improved wrestlers, but she kind of shows some bad stuff with those chair spots, man. I'm just being honest. Who are you to critique anybody? You're not a wrestler. Well, the wrestlers could come to my job and critique me all they want, and I would take it with stride because I'm not perfect as well. But when you're on that stage and you're in entertainment and you get the opportunity to do that, you got to show up. Jade Cargill wasn't even given the opportunity to do that. Now, whether or not they had a story in place where who done it, whoever attacked Jade Cargill is going to be a big thing, and it turns out to be Bianca Belair, Naomi, whatever the case may be, if that was in place beforehand, cool. That's fine. But if they had to make that story happen because they didn't want her in the War Games match and they did that just so she wouldn't be involved, that's nasty work. Why did you sign this woman to this big contract and bring her to WWE if you weren't going to give her the shot? At the end of the day, you got to put her out there, bro. We can't keep hiding flaws and, oh, I don't think she's ready. If you don't think she's ready, why did you sign her? If you don't think she's ready, why didn't you send her to NXT? I see a lot of nonsense in NXT and they don't get in trouble for that. They're learning. If you think she wasn't ready for the WWE system, all that time you kept her out of the ring, you just put her on TV to show up every now and then to make an appearance. You could have just kept on grinding. You could have kept her off TV even more. She did good in the Royal Rumble debut. I don't understand. I want to see her as a solo star. You have Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Okay, they've been a team. They're multi-time tag team champions. Split it up. Time for one to do one thing, one to do other thing. But now NXT is so damn crowded. You got the Zarias and the Stephanie Valkyries and the Julias. You got Ren Sinclair's going crazy now. You still got Roxanne Perez. You still got to build up Cora Jade and Nikita Lyons. Gigi Dolan just came back. You got Rizzo who might be able to do some stuff in the ring. So now you got Carmen. Now you're just getting overcrowded, oversaturated. You got Tatum Paxley. You could have been had Jade Cargill on there. Jade Cargill could have been NXT champion by now. She could have been the first NXT North American champion. She's too big of a name for that. If she's too big of a name for that, then why she not a big enough name to be competing at War Games? Why she not a big enough name to be a solo star on the WWE main roster, bro? WWE is gonna make the money they're gonna make regardless. It doesn't matter what they put Jade Cargill. They're still gonna make the money. Jade Cargill cannot be in WWE anymore, and they'll still make the same revenue. Do y'all not understand that? Y'all are making excuses. That was a bad call. Jade Cargill should have been on the main roster. I mean, on the NXT. Easy work. She should have been on NXT. And I don't think she's that bad. Let me say this. Y'all compare her to Goldberg and all this other type of stuff. At the end of the day, bro, Goldberg is ass to me. Now, listen, I didn't see him in his prime at WCW. The Goldberg, I'm only 29, about to be 30 years old. The Goldberg I have the most fondest memory of is the Goldberg that was an old man getting gassed, having matches against the Fiend and all these other guys, and him winning where he wasn't supposed to win because he's absolutely trash. That's my fondest memory. And then I went back and watched Goldberg. I was like, okay, cool. But Jade Cargill got a better move and you're paying a man to a woman anyway, but Jade Cargill's move set isn't that limited. At the end of the day, John Cena and Roman Reigns don't got the most craziest movesets in the world, but they have great matches. Jade Cargill can have that. She don't got to do 450 splashes, and she's a powerhouse brawler. Help her expand on that. Give her more moves. Teach her how to wrestle with emotion in the ring like Roman Reigns while using his facial expressions. There are other things that you can do to build up a superstar besides them having the most great technical in-ring wrestling skills. Bianca Belair wasn't always as good as Bianca Belair is today. Rhea Ripley wasn't always as good as Rhea Ripley is today. I promise you that. Tiffany Stratton was not always as good as she is today, character work and in ring. She didn't come out the gates in NXT going crazy. I remember the matches. Her character work's gotten way better. So that's just my opinion. Well, they put a lot of money in her to invest, bro. They just got bought for billions of dollars. They got a Peacock deal, billions of, like it's like let's stop making excuses, bro. They got the money, bro. They WWE is in a position to take chances. Another company like AEW, TNA, they can't take the type of chances. Whoever they sign, they got to be great. But WWE, come on. Well, AEW can because Tony Khan got hella bread, but come on. Those are just my 2 cents, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the love, support as always. I hope you guys, if you disagree, let me know, bro. I don't get pissy over stuff like that, bro. If you agree, cool. You disagree, it is what it is. Just let me know why in the comment section. Please like the video and let's discuss this, man. I like Jade Cargill a lot, bro. Y'all know Bianca Belair. I want Bianca Belair to be a super duper mega star, but Jade Cargill can, bro. If they just the presentation is damn near flawless for Jade Cargill. It's just other factors that they gotta incorporate to get her to the next level. But first, you gotta give her a chance. Y'all not taking a chance. Let her wrestle as a solo star. Let her compete in matches you don't think she's gonna compete in. Like, come on, bro. Give her a shot, man, and let her have a different character. All right. Those are my 2 cents, man. What do I know? Thank y'all for love, support as always, man. Talk to y'all later, man. Peace out.